Okay, good morning students. So, as you are having your practical exams, right? So, we have done the experiment also regarding salt analysis, we have done titrations. Okay. So, again we are going to recapitulate what the compound, the amount of compound, what chemicals we are using for titration as well as salt analysis, right, and what can be the expected questions from your viva part. Okay. Now, first, as we have done for salt analysis, right, we have done salt analysis. So, salt analysis, the salt will be very unknown for you. It will be practically to be unknown for you. Maybe in this watch glass, this is the watch glass. Acha, first of all, let me explain the apparatus to you, what the apparatus can be. Okay. See, this is your burette, right? With this burette, this is the burette stand. Okay. This we are used for titrations. Okay. Next come, you know, this is what? Conical flask, funnel is there, beaker. Now, beaker can be of 3 types for that. See, here we are having beaker for what? Totally are having 80, right? 80 ml. Okay. Then we are having here for 400. Okay. And then it is of 200 ml. Okay. So, we can use the beaker. Now, this small which is of 80 ml, we can easily mix. If you want to mix, instead of test tube, we can go for mixing the solution here, because somewhere what happened, for doing the titration, maybe you have to prepare the solutions. Okay. Now, let me first explain about the titration. Okay. So, we are going to do the Morse salt. Okay. Morse salt is what? Ferrous ammonium sulphate, right. So, ferrous ammonium sulphate, with ferrous ammonium sulphate, we have to prepare that what is the changes coming out, because ferrous ammonium sulphate is totally colorless, right. So, we have to see that when the color is getting changed, and with what we will do, we will take potassium permanganate. Okay. So, titration first is potassium permanganate, it should be filled up to this complete burette. Now, what is the reading of this burette? You can see it is from 0 to 50. Remember this, 0 to 50, and your reading taking will be for 1 reading should be there. Don't skip, like when you are doing titration, like your eye estimation, as you are doing in physics, right? Physics, what you, when you are taking out the reading, what you are doing, your eye estimation is very much important. So, when you are doing the titration, don't look down here, just see where it started, okay, where the color means your total, it should be equal to this, right. Your eye estimation should be equal to the conical flux, the color as well as the reading here. Okay. Every like this, every 1 1 1 1 you will take the, every 1 1 you will take the reading, and you will, what you will do, you will shake the conical flask. Okay. You will shake the conical flask, right. Is that clear? Okay. So, in ferrous ammonium sulphate, to make the ferrous ammonium sulphate, we have to weight the ferrous ammonium sulphate of 1.96 gram, right. We have to weight the solution, and the solution have to be added with half test tube. This is the test tube for that, half test tube of dilute H2SO4, don't get for conch. Okay. See, here it will be prepared, maybe conch is there in a beaker, it will be there, you have to dilute. So, your doing practical should be very patiently done. You know what is conch made? It is a pure acid, you have to add water. So, for that, to make our self protect, we will use dropper. Wherever we are using the drop wise, means we are adding solution, that to it the solution should be taken by dropper. Dropper is there, right. So, it should be half of a test tube. Okay. Now, solution of ferrous ammonium sulphate has been prepared, that you will be taken by this pipette. Okay, this we call pipette. Okay, pipette can be also of 3, 2 ml is there, 10 ml is there, okay, 50 ml is there. Don't get confused on that. Are ma'am has given me 10 ml, now I am getting 5 ml, now I am getting 50 ml. Obviously, in that if 50 ml is there, obviously 10 ml will be also there in that pipette. 5 ml is there, you can take twice of 5 ml. 10 ml, so no calculation part is there. So, your patience should be there. Don't get panic about it, that what I have got, why, how I will do, don't think so. If it 5 means 10, if it 50 means you can take 10 here, if it's 10, that's okay. Okay, if it's 2 ml also is there, 5 times. Is it clear to you? Got it? So, yes, tell me. How much water should be added? Okay, if you are, see, for making conc H2SO4 dilute, right, what you will do, you will take 40 ml of H2SO4, right, 40 ml of H2SO4 and you will take 150 ml of water, 150 ml of water, remember, write down. If you are supposed to make conc into dilute, right, 40 will be your percentage of H2SO4 and 150 of water, right. But mixing water should be when you are adding in conc and H2SO, it is an acid, it is a very pure acid. So, water should be slowly drop wise done, do not put like that, straight away like that, okay, reactions can take place. You can, what you can do, I am telling you, the best thing is that what I said, 150 ml of water, the 150 ml of water will be in the beaker, right. You can take the help of the test tube holder for that your dropper, either you can take pipette. Slowly you can take pipette, slowly the water can be dropped into it. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Got it? So, titration is what? Now, after fill up of this KMnO4, in the conical flask, like suppose this is the ammonium sulphate, okay.
If we add H2SO4 into water, then what will happen?
See, you put H2SO4 into water, your water into H2SO4, you have to make equal volume. Process the same, na?
Yes, ma'am.
The thing is that you have to know the ratio. If you are putting 80 ml of water, 80 ml of H2SO4 and 150 ml of water, it is not 70 and 30% difference, because we know when we are diluting any conc, any acid, 70% should be of water part to make it dilute. Okay. Now, see, ferrous ammonium sulphate is there. Okay. Now, what you will do, with the help of the test tube, each reading should be of 10 ml. Whenever you are taking ferrous sulphate, the reading should be of 10 ml. Remember, the solution should be of 10 ml in the conical flask. Okay. 10 ml of ferrous ammonium sulphate and half test tube of H2SO4. Clear? Then after mixing it, it is totally colorless. Now from you will start the reading from 0.3. Okay, 0.3 you will start reading. You will have to see the colorless when change into light pink and then get disappear, right. That will be your first rough reading. Sometimes what happen when you start the practical, you are going to write in the CBSE test papers, right. Whatever the experiment you are doing, that is the activity part, but your theory part when you are writing in the answer paper, that should be very much clearly written. Is that clear to you? There should be no mistakes. If you are doing titrations of ferrous ammonium sulphate, okay, your first will be of about the what name of the experiment, apparatus will be there that to be get required, okay. Then you will start the procedure, right. Your procedure will be what, how much you are taking KMnO4, okay, what is the amount of weight of ferrous ammonium sulphate and what is the weight of KMnO4, because we are preparing the solution, right. Afterward what? We are filling the KMnO4 in the burette. Okay. Then the process what you are doing. After then you observation the calculation part, where you taking the total the molar mass of the ferrous ammonium sulphate. This should be very clearly written to you, with you. Is it clear to you? Got it? So, first reading will be your rough reading. Then last 3 reading will be your concentrate reading. The concentrate reading should be equally of 2, 3, 4 reading. The difference should be very equal. That suppose if it's the next reading will be, if a final difference will be 10.4. So, third, fourth should be also 10.4. That will be your concentrate reading. Is it clear to you? Got it? So, titration, what you first thing you have to remember, starting from 0.3 and total, where you will be getting the total 4. First reading is always the rough reading, and that also you have to note down, and the last 3 reading, that will be your concentrate reading. After taking out that 3 concentrate reading, that will be your calculation taking out the moles salt. Is that clear? So, you have to, for this you have to rectify what is moles salt, okay, how much grams we are adding it, the weight of the potassium permanganate or ferrous ammonium sulphate. Same titration we will do for oxalic acid. Only what is the difference? Here we have taken ferrous ammonium sulphate, there it will be oxalic acid. It will be also colorless, right. You have to see the changing of color, mean light pink, and then it will be totally disappear. That will be your reading. Reading I estimation, because see what happened na, you try to see like this what changes, but you have to see where maybe your changes already have been, like suppose you start with 0.3, for example I am telling, okay, your changes taken place at 9, but your concentration is not here. What you are doing, your concentration is here, and you will see finally by 13 already you have dropped the solutions. So, after that what will happen, your reading will be not been tally. The concentrate reading will be having difference reading for that. Is that clear? This should be in your mind. Don't, this and this should be equally observed. Okay. If you are having doubts, say ma'am maybe I am putting drop wise, no need, you take now one like 1 to 2 you see, okay, just shake, just once shake, don't go for continuous shaking like that, okay. Then you go for 2 to straight away you come to 4, you see what happening, don't go for straight like that, this will be wrong for you. Is that clear? Got it? So, titration is very much clear to you. Now, you have any question to ask me, like what can be the expected questions, like I told you what can be the expected question. Now, from your side any questions? Any question which you think that ma'am if this could be asked to us, what we will do? What can be the answers?
Calculation part.
Achha, calculation part, the first of all, when you are doing the experiment, okay, you have to, maybe it can be asked about your rough reading. First reading, rough reading, what was your reading? That can be the questions, okay. Molecular, when you do for the calculation part, like suppose you are going for the last 3 reading, okay, what calculation part means, they will not ask you to write there for that, okay, final answer they will ask you. Okay, rough reading, remember if your rough reading is okay na, rough reading external, if rough reading means the external will come, next reading will, because it is observation. Your rough reading should be the perfect one. Like in physics you also you do na working formula, then you take one reading, that one reading is okay means rest 2 reading will be also done for that. Is that clear? So, titration is clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, done? Okay. Now, yes.
If except KMnO4,
Hmm.
can we?
Except KMnO4, see we use for the KMnO4 as for the indicators for that, right? We go for indicator. If except of KMnO4, then we have to go for acids. We have to go for acids for that. KMnO4 is the only Mohs salt for that when we are doing the titration, because actually it is we are washing the burette with KMnO4. Okay, washing means we are doing with the indicators with KMnO4 the Morse salt and the oxalic acids. Okay, because here we are having the acids formation is there. So, KMnO4 potassium permanganate, that is why we take potassium permanganate as the solution of this titrations. Is that clear? Got it? Any more questions you have? Clear? No questions are there? So, this part is clear to you? Okay. So, no things for that? Okay. Okay, sir.